Last game. I've gone first all of these games. Interesting. Okay, well, let's just play my Swamp Lost Ancient. Okay. Not much to say here. Yeah. I'll let combat resolve first to give Kajas and Snowback the most chance to be able to move around. Okay. Ordinarily, I think I just slammed a Stormweaver here, but there is actually merit to playing Bloodboon and Sower. Is there actually merit to that? No, I'm pretty sure there's not. I think I could probably just see his Dejin. What could he do in Dejin? He has Bitter Frost. We'll deal with it. I think it's probably worthwhile. So I have the option to either use Frost Strike to kill the Snowdrift Alpha now, or press an advantage with Bloodboon. Unfortunately, Bloodboon doesn't work out too well, since, yeah, I think I'd probably just have to kill the Snowdrift Alpha now. I would ordinarily play the Bloodboon there, but the only problem is that since he has a Snowdrift Alpha, it takes effectively 3 toughness away from whatever creature is, so it'd be a lot easier for him to deal with than usual. Doesn't really leave me much for the board state, but Frost Shadow Strike is nice to have leveled. Vengeful Spirit, yeah. So Vengeful Spirit would have made that last play pretty bad, so I got pretty fortunate there. Yeah, so here we're just going to be leveling my Bruiser. Not the best series of cards, but it has merit. I don't mind playing Steam Sentinel like this just because I have the Instigators. And because he has stuff like Necrotic Worm. Once he gets into rank 3, it's going to be huge. Just Steam Sentinel's going to be one of the only ways I have to deal with it efficiently. And judging by my plays this game, it's going to be kind of a grindy game. In this situation, I'd ordinarily play Blizzard Shaman, but since he has like actually a million Swamp Lost Ancients, I pretty much have to level with Featherfang. So the only choice here is to either play my own Swamp Lost Ancients to deal with his, or play Weirwood Ranger. I'm probably just going to play my own Ancient. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. Just get my value blocks in. This is nice. Smallest Ancient's at 5 toughness, so I can play the Deep Wood Rider. Otherwise, the only real play I would have to kill would be the Smallest Ancient itself, which doesn't level. Or using the Stoneback, which I prefer not to. Excellent. I decided to kill Stoneback, which I wouldn't have been able to attack with this turn anyway, so it's good. Get some value off the Deep Wood Rider. Unfortunately, he has a level 3 Necrotic Worm, which is going to be huge. And actually, since I didn't draw the Stun Sentinel in Rank 3, I don't have any super efficient ways to deal with it. I guess Borean Stormweaver trades with it, but it's not really fun to trade Stormweavers with things. Usually ends up killing things profitably. Don't actually have too much in the way of level 3 creatures. Didn't realize I got that level screwed in Rank 2. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, with this Necrotic Worms, I really need to start prioritizing getting high power creatures in my deck. I'm not concerned about the Sapling, and yeah, I'd rather just get threats out there. Ugh. Interesting. Unfortunately, I only have one creature in this hand, which is kind of unfortunate for multiple reasons, because it's only has 4 power, so I actually have to 2-for-1 myself to get rid of his Bright Tuskor, which does not feel great. So the choice here is to either play my Frost Shredder Strike or Flame Jet to finish off the Sower. Flame Jet does 12. Frost Shredder. I'd rather level up the Flame Jet, I think. That's good. Even though I don't have a very aggressive board, the Shroudthorn Splicer will help me stall for a little bit. Okay, I'm perfectly okay with the aggressive Vengeful Spirit. That is A-okay. So I could play the Instigators, but I'm not that interested in doing that. I don't really, I need to kind of start pressing the board right now. And I can always wake up the Sentinels later. And besides, Nargeth Wizard actually does trade with Necrotic Worm, so I just need to see his 2 level 3 ones. Kind of just need to start stacking on things that can actually effectively deal with it. Okay, so this one's pretty straightforward. I can damage the Tree Folk and then kill the Small Moss Ancient, which leaves Actually, that's interesting. Actually, I can probably just be better to damage the Sower, to be honest, and then trade the Bruiser into the Tree Folk, so I have an offlane to put my Borean Stormweaver. And taking 14's like whatever. That's a good 4.1 hit. No complaints. It's going to be a close one. Our decks are pretty closely even as far as like card quality is concerned. He has a lot of level 3 Scourge Hydras and Necrotic Worms, but I'm starting to get my stuff active as well too. So we both have answers to each other's cards. Let's see here. Ordinarily I would try because I have the Splicer, I'm certainly playing the Splicer. I'm going to most likely play like this. And just maximize the number of threats that I have. Even though the Bright Tusk Sower would have gotten value in the previous block, since he has his own large number of Bright Tusk Sowers, it most likely would have gotten the value that I wanted. So I have options. I can play Stoneback and Twin Strength actually to let it survive. Or I can play Stoneback and the Borean Stormweaver to block the Sower and have fully... I guess I'm not overly concerned about Stoneback only having 1 toughness, since he doesn't actually have like much in the way of removal, and it can move out of the way of stuff like other Bright Tusk Sowers. I'm not really anticipating this game moving to like rank 6 or anything, so I'm not really expecting Stormweaver to actually get there, so... That being said, I actually probably prefer to just increase the number of threats that I have. Oh, I drew a Bruiser, so I can make Stoneback essentially full again. That's good. Okay, so what is Bruiser for 8? Definitely using the Stoneback to kill the Necrotic Worm. Unfortunately, I have nothing to kill a Scourge Treasure immediately, so I'm probably just going to be putting this over here, and then playing Nargith Bruiser as its own 14/21. It's just not that bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, this one's kind of up in the air. It's getting late enough where it just kind of depends on who draws more level 3 cards, to be honest. We both have a ton of them. They're all pretty dangerous at this point, so it's kind of up in the air. At this point, let's see. Put this here. I can use Blood Boon to just kill the Scourge Treasure, which seems to be fine. Interesting. It's a pretty solid twin string. Could play Steam Sentinel here, or I could play Stouthide Stegodon. It's kind of up in the air. I think I'd rather play Steam Sentinel because he'd actually need to put something large in front of it to kill it. Let's see. Borean Stormreaver would be able to deal with that by itself. Yeah, I like this better. Luckily, I haven't actually had the opportunity to play any of my Flame Rift Instigators, so he doesn't even know I have them. It's rank 5, so I think it's safe to assume I don't have them, even though I have 2. So he's probably most likely not even going to block the Steam Sentinel. This is my assumption. Yeah, as expected, he did not block the Steam Sentinel. Because why would you? Yeah, so I can... unfortunately, I'd rather block this Bright Tusk Sower. I kind of need to kill the Bright Tusk Sower, actually, because he has a level 3 Arsene Strength in his deck, which is kind of horrifying. I don't know if I can actually deal with that card. So I'd have to play Flame Jet, but I certainly want to play the Borean Stormreaver. I have one other Instigator in my deck. I guess I can just leave the Steam Sentinel there to attack in rank 6. I can't even believe I'm planning out that far. But I really do need to kill a Bright Tusk Sower. This is 12, I believe, so yeah, that'll be enough. And then I can play the Borean Stormreaver in an offlane. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but need to kill that. I didn't do math. So yeah, it's pretty good to be able to add numbers. Yeah, it's really important life skill. Adding is very useful. If you don't do it right, then that happens. So I take like 1,000,000 damage here. At least he... Oh gosh, I'm low. Well, he did have the Ursine Strength, so I did semi-do the right play. Not super enthused about that, but... yeah, so... play here is probably to... this... here... block this... turn on the Steam Sentinel and kill the Scourge Hydra. God, that was bad. I took 24 damage for no reason. Jesus. Okay, so interesting. Frost Shatter does not do much here. It's an 11 damage burn spell, but that's not that exciting. So my option here is either play Stoneback here and then Nargothr Brews it, so it survives against Scourge Hydra. The advantage being that Stoneback is really irritating to kill, so it doesn't matter how low its toughness is, and I'll have a 14-13 versus... I guess the alternative is actually fine too. I'll have full 16-16 and a 14x. I think actually that's probably a little bit better. Solid. I'll be able to produce 4 creatures this turn, so it's looking pretty good. A weird game. Okay, well, if he had not blocked the Nargothr Wizard, if he had attempted to actually put a creature into lane 1, then he would have died because I had the Instigator and Frost Shadow Strike, but he actually made a fine play. I won't be able to save the Nargothr Bruiser, but I'll be able to get in for 16. And make 1,000,000 creatures, so that's good. I would actually put him at 7 if I had like literally anything in the way of burn, but I do not, so. So here's an interesting option. I can either play Flame Rift Instigator to make Hadrasi and Stoneback attack again, or I can play 4 creatures. So I think I'll just do that. Hopefully he doesn't have a Howl Sith, because that would hit me for like 1 billion. And then also he'd be cheating, but... I think I got this game in rank 7. Hooray, I have an answer to Smudge of Top level 3. And I get to level my Blood Rune for rank 7, the best. Oh, I don't have an answer for Smudge of Top level 3. I kind of have an answer. I could Blizzard Shaman and kind of just hope I get there. I mean, it's actually guaranteed. If I replace the Tree Folk, I will be able to kill the Snowdrift off of it. No, I won't, because Blood Rune's awful rank 2, right? Wonderful. Okay, well, I guess I'll put the Featherfang in front of the Snowdrift Alpha and hope I get there. Ugh, this is going to be so bad if he hits. Alternatively, I could replace the Tree Folk and hopefully the Stonebag gets through, but that seems so poor. God, there's got to be a better play. I don't think there is. What is this? 8, so it goes to 13, so we won't be able to trade with that? Sure. Okay. That was an interesting game. So 4-2. Not bad. I think I could have gotten 5-1, but there was definitely some karma I got from being a dinosaur player, so I think 4-2 is pretty well deserved. Well, I'll see you for the next thing I do.